Hi guys, today we're going to react to Sancta Terra by EPICA, featuring JANSEN. This is a Buy Me Coffee request from Hogs. Thank you, Hogs, for this request, for bringing us back to EPICA, and thank you for your support. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Hogs. As always, we appreciate the support. Thank you for bringing us back to EPICA, and this seems like kind of a collaboration that was meant to happen. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this one.
This collaboration feels like it was meant to be like mandatory. You can't have EPICA and Nightwish in the same world without them collaborating with each other. The fusion between Simone and Floor, it's gonna take me a while to describe the pleasure. You called it eargasm. They're two phenomenal singers. Their vocal signatures are combining together in like this genetic helix that gives so much joy from the song. I don't know this EPICA song. I haven't heard it before. Because the styles of singing are somewhat similar. You'd expect to maybe identify some clashes there, but they don't. They complement each other perfectly, and it's beautiful. This is the first time I've listened to Simone and Flora sing together.
When we received the request and we knew that we were going to do this song, it had me thinking how they're going to mesh, because their vocal stylings are very similar, and I wasn't even sure if I'll be able to tell the difference, because it's live, between when is one singing and when it's the other. Because they do reach those high notes and it sounds quite similar. They're both very, very good, but there is a similarity. So I think that when collaborating here, it just blends together seamlessly. There's never going to be any kind of clash here. It's quite cool to actually see both of them on the stage at the same time, because Nightwish and EPICA are like the two giants of symphonic metal. So it's almost a little strange, but at the same time, it's like this had to happen at some point. It's beautiful. The title of the song, which we haven't mentioned, Sancta Terra, means holy ground. There's going to be a lot probably to talk about here, but just at the performance, it's top notch as always. You've got two of the best doing what they do. I have also never heard this song before, and as I've stated before we started reacting to EPICA, I've never heard any EPICA songs, so this is definitely a first-time reaction for me as well, and loving it.
Yeah, one more thing about their vocal signatures. There's a texture that I can identify to know who's singing. And I can identify just because I know Simone's voice. Their voices do share similarities, but Simone has a texture in her voice that even if I didn't see this music video and I just heard the vocals, I think I would recognize Simone's voice, as it differs from Floor's voice in that respect.
Absolutely. I'm just saying, before hearing the song, I was thinking about the fact that this is live. And I thought live, I'm not sure I'll be able to distinguish between the two. I can, just if this was obviously not live, I would be probably more able to hear the signatures, because it's live, it's just a little bit different, but very cool. I have to say, if the song started well, then it picked up. When it got heavier, more intense, it sounded better. When Floor's voice in certain sections just really got me. And it was funny because they were doing close-ups here and there of band members, and some of them looked into the camera and smiled, and it was almost like, yes, we have Floor Jansen here.
Yeah, we got a floor. Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. I think also from Hoag's notes and from previous reactions that we've done for Epica, I think this is from the 2013's Retrospect, which is their 10-year anniversary show. And yeah, looks amazing, sounds fantastic.
That guitar bridge that came after they both sung, and you can see when you said when they had close-ups on them and they sang, it's almost like both Floor and Simone are choosing their own lanes in order to complement each other or to make like an amalgamation for the song. You can almost feel it. And that bridge that came afterward was like they're both flying to the clouds. They're like dancing in the sky mid-flight. Really beautiful progression of the song.
Looking at the themes and subject matter here, it's a bit maybe vague, maybe not. I see a couple of levels here, and one is kind of like, I'm not sure, but this could be a theme album. So it could be part of a larger story about an actual character. It might not be. But the narrator of the story seems to me to be talking about some kind of a transition or a move to a new reality. And to me, I would think death and ending up somewhere in the afterlife. And it sounds like they're describing a place that is kind of more fitting with hell than heaven, but they feel like they ended up in the right place. There are lines, and you will not find me. I am safe in here. It's where I want to be. It's like somebody else is potentially trying to tell them or to find them, to take them somewhere else that's supposed to be a better place. But even as the song starts, the opening lines to the song say, a place which I have searched 1,000 times to finally free myself. Forever wasn't long enough. I will refrain. Somebody who wants to free themselves to be whoever they are, and it sounds like whoever they are is not what everybody else would like them to be, perhaps. So I think it's on that level of maybe a person who's transitioned to another life and feels like they belong in a darker place, which is how they describe it themselves, where dark as day is light is the line that said that. It's like this place is dark as day is light, so it's really dark. So this is hell, I think. But if you look at it at on a different level, this could be describing people of influence. So it could be religious figures, it could be government, it could be by today's standards influencers who have basically realized what they are doing but say, this is what I do, this is me, I don't want to go back anywhere else, I don't want to change, I'm having success with this, and this is how I'm going to keep doing it. So basically maybe on some level discovering that they represent a darker side but saying, this is where I want to be, I'm okay with that. That's kind of what popped into my head on the overall of this song.
Yeah, the ambiguity in the lyrics also gave me like two lanes, two possibilities. The first one, if you mentioned passing on to the next life, or maybe it's talking about death, then I'm paraphrasing here, but the line there that says, you will not find me, I'm where I want to be, that means that the narrator possibly had people in their lives that would have prevented them from crossing. If the lyrics mean death, the narrator moved on to the next life. They had people in their lives. So the narrator wanted to appease these people by saying, I'm where I want to be. Don't try to save me. I know what I'm doing. This is the only solution for me. So that's one option. And the other one, because it mentions the shedding of one's skin is a form of evolution. You're finding out who you really are when you shed the skin. You're evolving. You're becoming better. That's what to shed the skin means. It's like a natural part of evolution. So if it still pertains to death, then in my mind, it accepted the notion that this was a person possibly suffering from a terminal illness or from a very painful condition, and death was a release. So that's like they evolved to stop suffering. So they are where they want to be. But if it's not death, if it's, as you said, some sort of vocation or some sort of life mission, I think it makes more sense as they shed the skin and they become aware of who they are, and then they make their life choice. And the people in their lives may not agree with that or may not understand that, but that's okay. You don't have to understand it. I'm where I want to be. Don't try to find me. I'm leaning towards the latter. I mean, it doesn't have to do anything with death, that it has to do with the conscious decision to be something.
Well, the lines that we were talking about is, I feel a passion washing over me to shed the skin I'm in. This evolution will empower me, now truth begins. It says those lines about, you will not find me, I'm where I want to be, but it says, it's a place where a wish will be granted. Come, you'll see I'm right. It's a force that will live on within you, dark as day is light. It's a place where your dreams will be slanted and will always be. It's a force that was sent out to win you, just you wait and see. That dark dark line just tells me this is going to the dark side. It's not a good thing. It's somebody who says, I was always leaning towards evil, and now I can finally express it. That's just how it feels to me, because, again, it just presses that point.
Thank you, Floor. You kick ass. Thank you, and you too. Give it up for EPICA.
Awesome. Beautiful song, very strong. I like both ambiguity and somewhat, I guess, exactness of the lyrics. It takes you to both places at the same time, which is interesting. I love the fact that Floor did this with EPICA. I would like to see if there is such a thing, one with Simone and Nightwish. So yeah, that would be cool if there is any such performance. But yeah, beautiful song by members of two fantastic bands that are just top notch. That was awesome. Thank you, Hogs, for this request. Absolutely amazing. And we appreciate all the support coming from you. Please keep it coming. Awesome stuff.
Thanks, Hogs, for requesting this beautiful collaboration. We enjoyed reacting to this song very much, and thank you for your support. Much appreciated. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and click the little bell icon so you get notified on all our future videos. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you all for your time.
As always, our EPICA Reactions playlist should be up right about now, and with it we'll include our Nightwish Reactions playlist as well, so you can check out both bands. Amazing stuff. Thank you so much for all the support you're throwing our way. We appreciate you. We'll be back in a couple of days with a new episode, and we hope to see you all then. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.